Welcome back to the Insider. This is, as you guys
Right.
know, the cool Nate Andrade, the vintage streetwear king, no
What's
doubt
up?
in my mind,
What's up, man?
and the guy I know who knows the most about baseball in my life. So,
Hmm.
Nate, as you guys know, you guys won Game 5, right? 11-2,
Game five. It
11
was
two.
11-2.
So,
Pretty good.
how are you feeling? Is the season over for you guys? Is it comeback season? What is it in your mind
Um,
as a Dodgers
for
fan?
the seat as a Dodgers fan, hold on. I'm just trying to find you right now. Oh, there you are. My little connection was all messed up right now. As a Dodgers fan, honestly, I I went over to I went to game three of um the of the NLDS. I went to game three. I saw how they played, and I saw how tonight it was different. They weren't chasing those off seed pitches outside of the strike zone as often. I know that
The energy
right
was different
now it was there, because it was
from the
crazy,
start.
because
From the
from
start,
the from yeah, from the start, because in the first inning the Braves went up 2-0. They were up 2-0, and I believe and after that it was a relief day, um, for the Dodgers. So all
and
the
you guys still
relievers were
won.
pitched, and we won. We whipped.
Yes,
The only two runs we allowed
we're in the
were in
first
the
inning.
first inning.
That's
The
it.
first inning, and then after the second inning, everything was golden from
Lockdown.
the set. It was, yeah, we pretty much locked it down. I think in the second inning, the pitcher gave up three. He gave up 3 runs in under 10 pitches. So that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool thing to see. I mean, I know Chris Taylor had a good night.
It was his night. It
I
was
know
Chris Taylor's
Albert.
night.
It was Chris Taylor. I think he had records. He broke one of
He had
he
two
had
runs, right?
he had 3 home runs. He had 3 home runs this game, and 6 RBI.
Uh, oh, sorry, I knocked out.
So
For the people who don't know this, I
yeah,
knocked out, and I saw when he had, I think, 2 home runs and a double, no, or RBI, something like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was the RBI was from the it was
it
a
was a
2 run
double.
home run. No, wait, was it a double? No, it was a home run. It was a
Oh,
home run.
man.
Yeah, it was the first one. In the second inning, it was a home run, if I remember correctly, and then I believe it was I believe it was Bellinger that came in, and was it Bellinger? Somebody came in and threw and hit another home run off of it.
Someone.
I think it may have been Pujols. It may have been Pujols. I can't remember correctly. I don't believe it was Pujols, but somebody came in. It I know there was a man on base, and then Chris Taylor brought Pujols in for that run, and then it was a solo home run, and then it was a two. So we got it up pretty quickly, and then after that, the Dodgers were on base every inning,
It seems like
almost
it.
every.
After the first ending, it seems like you guys just didn't score in 2 innings. It was the fourth and the sixth one. Other than that, you guys scored every
Yeah,
single one. That's great.
yeah,
Well,
it was
the
pretty
most
much we
important.
scored.
Go for it.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was going to say the most important thing is this guys won, and the season isn't over yet. As you
Mm-mm.
as you know, as a close friend of mine, I kind of want you guys to win. I was like, I want you guys to win. I want the rematch, as you guys call it, the rematch of
I
2017.
Yeah,
But
2017.
but I personally don't mind if you guys lose sooner than later. So if you guys lose it
Yeah,
in this round, I personally don't mind. It's better for me because then I
I
can say
know,
you
I
guys
know.
don't compare to the Houston Astros. Because I mean, if you guys couldn't beat the Braves, then what makes you think you guys can beat the Astros? That's personally what I think.
Well, That's the thing because you know, different. Every team has their own different element. That's the thing. The Braves, they're a pretty good team. I'm not gonna say that they're
Oh,
an easy team to beat.
I remember you saying before before even game one, you're like, oh, this should be an easy win. No doubt about it.
Maybe I was, I no, well, I was wrong because I thought it would have been easy. There's the first two games, game one and game two, and the Braves won in a walk off. They they won in their walk off. They walked it off in the bottom of the ninth. They won those two games just
And
because of that ninth
Atlanta.
inning. Yeah, in Atlanta, and then third game comes in, LA secures the win, and then on top of that, um, yeah, Cody Bellinger was the player of that game, and then
Hotel
we
California.
lose Hotel California.
It,
The
it, it,
Kenley?
it, yeah, isn't that his song?
No,
Yeah, it is.
not
For
no.
Bellinger?
I'm not. Why am I saying Kenley? No, Kenley. No, Kenley's song is California Love
No,
from
for
from.
Bellinger, it's Hotel California.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't remember it. I
Yeah.
think
Damn, bro,
I
that's
know it's in.
crazy.
I
I
know. I
know
know.
that. I know you
No,
don't.
I know. I know. There's somebody who has the walk up song of Hotel California, but
Him.
if
It's
it's
him.
Bellinger, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's
I
him.
mean, Bellinger's. I feel like Bellinger's kind of. I don't know. I think he's like the highest person in baseball right now. He looks like every picture of him and
Is what I
every
was telling
time
my dad.
Bellinger. He looks so high all the time. I don't know if he's playing high. I don't think he is, but he
Maybe he
just
is.
looks like he's on something the whole time. But honestly, I love him for that. Good for
Hey,
him.
okay,
Is
me as the Astros fan, I think you should get tested, bro. I'm messing
I
with you.
think I think they should take away your trash cans for the
What
World
trash can?
Series. The
Um,
trash. Yeah.
hey,
I mean, if you guys, if
what's going
that's if
on now?
Boston doesn't pull up, because honestly,
It's 3-2. And
from both teams, from both series, the Astros the Astros Red Sox series and then the Dodgers Braves series, it's been pretty close in most games. Most games has been pretty close. They're pretty closely matched up, which is pretty good. Um, you guys have to win one more over in
Houston.
in is it in Houston?
I think this will be posted. Yeah, this is gonna be Houston. I wanted to go, but for
Yes,
some reason I can't go.
dang, why can't you go?
It's a Friday.
Ah, man.
Okay, so look, so I think
I
this is
tried
what you're
going.
saying. This is what you're going. This is what you're saying. So
Yeah.
we had one close game, and that was game one. It was here in Houston. It was 4-5. That's close,
Okay.
right? Game
I
two,
I was watching the one.
a game two, the Red Sox won 9-5. Not, I guess not so close, right?
Not so close. Right.
Okay, game three, we got blew out straight up. We lost 3-12. Okay, game four, we won 9-2. Then we blew them out. Then game five, we blew them out 9-1. So we've only had one close game. They blew us out once, we blew them out twice. And
Yeah.
then these next two games where they're at, it's here in
It
Houston because we're the better
it
team.
depends. Yeah. I don't know about that. And you can't say that until you win the series.
We're the better team.
Depends. Well, it depends if you have because
Regular season wise, we're the better team
regular season.
because we
I
have
don't.
home field advantage. If they
I
were the better team,
well.
if they were the better team, regular season wise, they would have had home field advantage. They do not. Am I right?
Okay.
I'm right. Right.
Statistically, yeah. I mean, but talent wise, I see they're both. I see the Red Sox actually has a lot more talent. I've seen what the Red Sox have done.
I guess you could
They
just say
have
they're healthier. They are healthier.
the
You could say that they're the healthiest team in baseball.
Kike Hernandez, former Dodger.
What you guys did? You guys, that's a huge loss.
Huh?
Huge loss right there. Huge loss.
Kike, I don't know why we gave him up, but honestly, I think it was either getting rid of him or getting rid of Chris Taylor. And I mean, honestly, it paid off tonight. Chris Taylor's
Tonight. Just
here.
one game.
He was player of the game. He hit 3 home runs and 6. Like, I mean, he's been electric this whole
Bro,
off
Kike
season.
Hernandez has been
Not the
electric
off season, this postseason.
this whole postseason.
And then Jock Peterson too. I gotta say the same thing for Jock Peterson, because Jock Peterson has been pretty good too. He's been
But have you seen
really
Kike
good, and we
this
gave him
whole
up too.
postseason?
I've only had glimpses of Kike, and I've heard he's been pretty good.
He's having
At
the
the plate.
best. He's having the best postseason player as a solo player.
He was a Dodger, man. You gotta get it. He gets it from the best clubs,
Well, he's
the
not
best
a Dodger.
club in baseball.
Well, he's not a Dodger no more. Okay.
We gave him to the Red Sox.
Okay.
You know what? But it's okay. It's okay, because I mean, I honestly, as much as not that I don't want to face you guys, I really do not want to face you guys in the playoffs, just because I kind of just despise the Astros for what they did in 2017. I don't know. I feel like everybody should hear about what went on in 2017
I mean,
before.
if you would want to explain it, I'll let you explain the scandal. You can say the scandal.
All right. So the scandal is that the Houston Astros and the LA Dodgers, they played in the 2017 World Series. Yeah, in 2017. So what happened was that Houston, the Astros, they stole pitch signs illegally from the catchers, because in baseball, pitchers, they throw different pitches. They have their fastballs, they have their curveballs, they have their sliders, they have their changeups, right? So there's 2 different types of balls, of course. You have your fastballs, right?
Pause. This is where I'm gonna stop you. I don't know.
Right.
Okay, when I was looking into this, because I didn't know much about it, right? I'm not a huge baseball guy. Being honest,
Right.
I'm not. But I do like watching the postseason and the postseason only because the regular season does get boring. And I think you could agree. Okay.
I agree on it. I mean, they're long. I keep up. I mean, I don't watch every regular season game, but I mean, I do watch like the good ones. Like, okay, if the Dodgers are playing the Giants, or the Dodgers are playing whoever, or even if any other teams, like that interest me. Like, I like the Mariners. The Mariners are pretty cool.
So I was doing my research when it was first happening, because honestly I didn't know much about it. Like, because in some sports it's kind of impossible to cheat except by using drugs or stuff like that. Like, you can cheat in the moment, right? But what my research did, because I didn't know much about it, so you could say that the Astros were guilty, right?
I mean, I'm not gonna say that they're a bad team, because they're players. They're in the MLB. Everybody in the MLB is talented in some form of way. But the thing is that they used an illegal tactic to steal the pitches. So as I was explaining is that
but you never let me finish. You never let me finish.
Oh no, no, keep going.
No, then I want you to explain, because it goes into this. But in the history of baseball, is it true that everyone tries to steal the others? What's it called? Pitches.
The other,
because it has always happened since.
No, but it doesn't. I mean, you can do it legally. You can, if you have a runner at second. Let's say, okay.
And he sees something back. So
he can clearly see what the catcher is throwing the signs. That is legal. And
you're stealing his call.
Huh?
But you're so
no, but it's like but it's not but you're using technology to steal. That's the thing, because you earned that right. You earned that advantage to have a person a second person on second to look and see what pitches they are throwing. So using technology, there's a constant disadvantage that the other team would have if they were using these tactics. and the Astros, and I was looking into it with in 2017 and when the whole scandal came out, and I think it was like 2019.
Yeah, I remember
But
you couldn't stop texting me.
I couldn't. I was furious. I hated him. I hated him for it. I mean, I know he had nothing to do with it, but as a like a diehard Dodger fan, like I hated Tejada for it. I mean, I didn't mean it. I mean, water under the
But
bridge for that. But I mean, if it comes I mean, but as a fan, I'm still salty. So as a fan, I'm still salty.
but
I have nothing against Sahara. I love Sahara, but
why is baseball the most cheated sports in like in sports wise? Because it's so easy to cheat in it, right?
well, depending on what you do, I mean, there's pitchers that use foreign substances to have a better grip on the ball, like tar. I think there's, I don't know if I don't believe tar is pine tar is legal anymore. I don't remember correctly, but and then there's people using steroids. The steroid problem was, I mean, there was nobody in the 2000s that, or in the late 90s and the early 2000s that got into the Hall of Fame, because
Because of that,
half of the players were using
steroids.
steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if it could be, yeah, baseball could be one of the most cheated sports. I mean, now they're more, the rules are more regulated. They're cracking down on cheating. There's
Oh,
I
did you
guess
see what was
there's
going on with the in the series with the Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox? Supposedly, this never came out as true, but during the game, the commentators were saying that the Red Sox were cheating because every time the Astros got to the plate, what's it called? It was something. It was a whistle to like throw them off. I'm not sure if you heard that.
I heard about that. Maybe it was kind of like implied to like towards the Astros. Maybe, I don't know. It could be a tactic against the Astros in like offense to like what the Astros did, kind of like mocking them. I don't know what their tactic was. I mean, I don't. Was this in the recent in
Yes,
this series?
yes.
Well,
This was in this series, and the commentators were talking about it because they saw it.
it,
It was two things happening. It was a whistle, and there was a light at it's called the Monster at Fenway Park. You see that big wall, and there was like a little
yeah,
light. So
right.
they got to see the light, and then it disappeared. At the same time, they started talking about it. The light was there, and so like other cameras catch onto it, and when they start talking about it, that's when it disappears. So
Well,
I was watching the game live, and it seemed so sketchy.
I would have to. I mean, MLB has to crack down on what happened in that game. I'm sure I'm
They're
sure
doing it
after
right
what
now.
the Astros did, they can crack down on it easier. Um, if it happens again, then there's something going on with the Red Sox. I mean, I can say if it happens to the Dodgers, then I mean, I'm not gonna defend them for that because they wouldn't.
No.
That I mean, I had experienced that type of pain, so I wouldn't want anybody else to feel that. So Astro scandal. Two different pitches that pitchers can use. There's of course your fastballs, and then there's your breaking balls. Your breaking balls can be they're off speed pitches. There's your curve balls, your your sliders, your change ups. So what was happening was that the Astros had installed a camera out in the outfield that can capture the catcher's pitching signs that they would be throwing to, that they would be signaling to the pitchers when the Astros were up to bat. So what happened was that the Astros had a monitor in their dugout, in
Dugout.
their inside their dugout, in the dugout in the locker room, and right inside the locker room is right connected to the dugout. So when when let's say a breaking ball, I believe it was a breaking ball, if this was if I'm correct, when a breaking ball would happen, like a changeup or a curve, the players would bang on the trash can as loud as they can to signal the other pitcher on what pitch was coming to them. So let's say the catcher throws, okay, I want you to throw a changeup. Okay. So then the Astros player would see through the monitor, oh, he's gonna throw a changeup. I gotta bang on this. Boom, boom. And you can hear it if you go in the past, like if you go on YouTube and you can look up the Astros like trash cans and all that, you can clearly hear the bangs inside the stadium, and it's in game. You can clearly hear it. So when that would happen, a lot of these players would end up hitting the ball because they know what pitch is coming to them, because there's a difference between using steroids and
then what pitch is coming to you.
And what pitch is coming to you, because you could be the most jacked person on earth
and not be able
to hit anything. But if you're able to hit something, and that's when the disadvantage is coming in. Like I saw the biggest factor came into that when game five of the World Series in 2017, Kershaw was pitching, and I just saw back-to-back home runs from, I mean, it was both teams, but the Astros, of course, won the game because they were playing in Houston. So that's why they won. Out of the I believe the 3 games that they had, they won those 3 games in Houston, if I remember correctly.
The last one in LA.
And they won. Yeah,
game
the last one was in LA. So that's why LA lost and Houston won because of those cheating tactics. So that's why I have my little grudge towards Sahara's team. So always will. I cried like a baby when they lost, bro.
Happens, and men do cry, bro. If you're a man and you don't cry, means you're not a man. Straight up.
Sports. It's a sports thing. It's a sport.
It is a sports thing, right? I cry so much, bro. In sports, I cry so much. Like I don't cry for other things, but if I cry for one thing, it's sports. I've cried multiple times. I've cried.
Are you hearing that?
With what?
No. I was like, oh, are you hearing that, Eddie?
Oh, I'm dead. No, like I've cried with Aaron Rodgers who's in the playoffs. What else? I mostly cry for soccer though. I cry for Real Madrid in the Champions League, like that. You know, that's when I cry. I don't cry when Real Madrid losing to Barcelona, because that rarely happens. We don't lose to them because we've always been a better team. I think every once in a while we lose, like once every 10 years. But other than that, we don't lose to them. But
I don't know, man.
Since we talked about your Dodgers, so for you it's comeback season, right? It's comeback season, no doubt.
Yeah, I think so. Because look, last year we were in the same exact situation. LA was in the same exact situation. They were down. They lost the first 2 games to Atlanta. They won the third game to the Dodgers won the third game. Then the Braves won their the fourth game of the series, and then the Dodgers won the fifth game, and then they won 2-6 in Game 7. So this year, Braves take the first 2, Dodgers take 1, Braves take another 1, and the Dodgers come back and take another 1. So it is 3-2.
But the same things don't happen back-to-back years. Like if it happened once, it doesn't mean it's gonna happen again. It could. It could.
There's. I mean, it's not the same. It's never say never. I mean, but
I know it's not. And anything happens in the playoffs. Anything happens in the playoffs.
That's true. But I mean, if if they continue with this momentum, it can happen again. They can shut the. Game 6 they have both starters, both aces are up. I say if the Dodgers came with the same strategy, score early, and then keep control of the game, just like what they did this game. Don't chase any of those like off speed pitches off of the strike zone, and I think they should be able to take the victory in those 2 games. They have the Dodgers have like the best pitching in the league, so I mean I gotta say they can do it. They can. I think so for sure. I think they can do it. They're down 2 games, but I mean
One now.
Yeah, they're down 2 because it's 3-2 now.
3-2. So
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys are done
it's
1 to
3-2.
catch up.
Yeah, we're only down 1. So I'd say, I mean, I don't know, because like the Giants series,
That was
the Dodgers were
exhausting
3.
for you.
It was so exhausting. You don't know how bad. Like I was like super exhausted, bro. The Giants, I think they were like a great team. Everybody was great. And the Giants, I respect them, but I hate them. I have to hate them.
It's
I
your
can't love them.
rivals.
They're my rivals. Like it's like if the Dodgers were playing the Yankees, or the Yankees were playing the Red Sox, or I don't know who. I don't know.
Or Dodgers are playing the Astros.
The Astros, exactly. I mean, the Dodgers have a lot of enemies. So, but
it's one enemy in baseball. That's the Astros.
Yeah, number one.
I like being the villain. I like being the villain.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, if you guys win without any cheating tactics, you know what? I'll say you guys are a better team. But you know what? I gotta. You know, I can't say that until my Dodgers take you guys out.
Hey.
They're gonna time.
See this? Correa time.
Correa, dude. I don't know, man. I haven't seen Correa perform as much, man. I haven't. Not lately. I mean, I haven't necessarily seen Correa. I know Altuve is pretty good, but
he owns the Yankees.
Does he own?
He's Daddy Yankee. He's Daddy Yankee, bro.
Oh, dude. I mean, dude. Right now, Chris Taylor owns the Braves, bro. Chris Taylor owns the Braves.
Oh, but you want to know who okay, I'm gonna switch the topic for a little bit. We talked about people who own what team. You want to know who owns the Bears? Aaron Rodgers. I'm not sure if you saw that clip. You saw that clip? You saw that clip?
Ain't nobody care about the Bears. The Bears are nothing.
He owns the city of Chicago, bro. He owns Soldier Field.
That's like the Buccaneers saying that they own the Dolphins. The Dolphins aren't even that good.
But the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears are one of the greatest rivalry in the NFL all time. Bro, history-wise, yes, it is.
I don't know, man. I mean,
look it up. You want to see it? Look it up, bro. The Chicago Bears and the Green is the biggest rivalry. There's no bigger.
I'm sure it is, but you know what? It doesn't. I mean, everybody knows for like the past like 20 years or so, the Bears have been booty cheeks. They've been bad. They've been bad.
They've always had a top 5 defense, bro.
The Bears.
Bears.
You know who has the best defense?
And we still beat them? The LA Rams.
You know what?
Yes. Thank you.
No, the Rams have you know what?
Who else has a better defense? Who has a better defense than the Rams?
We'll talk about this in the later season when the Rams when the Rams go to have home field advantage for the Super Bowl. Home field advantage. Home field advantage.
You guys aren't going to make it to the Super Bowl, even with Matt Stafford.
Dude, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. I want to see Green Bay.
Bro,
I really want to see.
You want to know who owns Matt Stafford? You know who owns him? The Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers own Matt Stafford.
Well, one player is different from the rest of the 11 guys on the squad. So there's 10 guys on the squad. I'm sorry, but you guys, I don't know, man. You gotta see.
Let's see.
Yeah,
So
Rams Super Bowl 2021 to be champs. Let's go for it.
you know who's gonna be playing in that Super Bowl?
Who's gonna
The Green
play?
Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers are gonna be playing in that Super Bowl. And I don't care how expensive the tickets are, I'm going. When the Green Bay Packers are gonna be playing,
You know how
in
much?
SoFi
You know how much
Stadium,
ticket? You know how much tickets are, dude? They're like,
I think they start like around 15K, bro.
I don't know, man. You
For the
gotta
Super
have
Bowl,
somebody.
for the Super Bowl, that's how. Yeah,
Yo, I enjoy going to my first round and second round playoff game. You know, that's the thing I like with baseball. Baseball, you don't have to pay so much for like a playoff game. That's the thing. You don't have to pay so
and
much for it.
yeah. Okay, if the Houston Astros go to Game 7, most likely they will, because we're starting Luis Garcia, and he's not that good. But if our offensive keeps up with their offense, and baseball tickets are cheaper, because I think for the second round they start at 180. That's reasonable. 180 is reasonable for a playoff game. Super
What?
cheap.
Oh, for a World Series? No,
No,
World Series game?
for a second round for Game 7 is
Oh no, yeah,
if they go to Game 7
they're
for a second round.
over 100. Yeah, because I went to game 3 of
It starts at
when
180 here in Houston. I'm not sure in LA how much it starts.
LA, I paid 130, 140 for my ticket, and I went to game 3 of a first round when they played the Giants. I mean, I think the prices were more up because they are a rival team. So
Yes. Well, for the second round, I was looking, and they start around 180.
yeah, LA, it's around this like 100. It's cheap. I don't know. It's kind of
Yeah.
that's pretty
But
cheap.
for the
This
World Series, if they make it to World Series, they start around
seven. It's like
600. And here in Houston,
700
it was like
bucks.
650.
$700. I mean, game 7. You know, it's gonna be in LA this year, so we're gonna. Well, game 7 we would have home field advantage because the Dodgers have won
Against
a
who? Against the
hundred.
Astros?
No, they've won 100. No, I was just gonna say that they have won 106 games this year out of the 163. So they're having an amazing season.
Yeah. Well,
So Astros,
I
I want to see. I don't
I
know.
came here to try to talk smack to you, but it's hard to talk smack to a good friend of mine.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
I will
I
if
have
this
reason
person
to.
watches. If
I have reason to talk. I have reason to talk smack because like
and I
my
like it. I
my
like it. It fuels me up, bro. It fuels me up. And then whenever these Nationals win the World Series, and I'm at the
Ooh,
parade,
no 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 no
and when I'm
no.
at the parade, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be recording on IG, and I'm gonna be like, at Nate, the Nate Andrade right here.
I think you're gonna be at the wrong party. You know, I think you're gonna have to pull through the LA for that
What
because LA is gonna win. LA is gonna win. They will win. If the Dodgers go to the World Series, they
they're
will
winning,
win.
no doubt about
They're
it.
gonna, no doubt,
But
no
are
doubt.
they even gonna make it to the World Series? That's the question. Are they even gonna make it?
Here's the thing: the Dodgers are 7. The Dodgers are 7-0 in the elimination games. 7-0.
So you believe they're gonna win these next two?
They've done it, but if they can win 2 games, if they can win 2 games against an equally matched Giants team, I would see why not against the Braves. So I'd say it's doable. It's a 50-50 chance. If they can pull if they can pull through tomorrow, if not tomorrow,
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
Saturday.
I'm hearing you in my headset. Not looking at you because, come on, I can't look at you. But I hear in your tone, your voice, that you seem a little bit scared. You seem just you think that, oh, you guys did it last year, and I think you're like, oh, you're trying to be overconfident, even though sadly you're not. And I strongly believe that you believe that you guys
Oh
aren't
man,
even going to make it to the World Series. That's what I think. That's what I think.
I think so. I mean, I have faith in the pitching staff. I have faith in the Mookie Betts. I got Chris Taylor. We have freaking Corey Seager, Bellinger.
Matt's
We have
choice.
great
What's that picture? Matt
Scherzer,
Scherzer.
and then Walker Buehler too.
Uh,
There's some dangerous guys. These guys are World Series veterans. So everybody's been on the World Series. I would say, why not? Why wouldn't they be able to do so? Why wouldn't they be able to play? So,
all right. Well,
I think they can do it. I say repeat LA, repeat LA. That's all I'm saying.
okay. Well, if the Dodgers do make it, because I think we all know the Astros are making the World Series. I think it'll be time for another bet because I do like my hat. My hat's really nice. I like my hat.
I like. You know what? I would love to get a World Series patch. Right. Actually, another hat with a World Series patch.
Whichever.
Right there.
I mean, but if you guys lose, if you guys lose, then what's in it for me, bro?
I guess Astros.
I guess the Nationals hat, because I guess the only hat I do have of the Astros, it says the World Series 2017 champs is what it says.
Oh, I think you should burn that.
2017 champs. I think that's what it says.
I think you should burn that hat. That trophy's invalid. Invalid trophy.
Well, that's not what the MLB says. Or whatever. It doesn't
The MLB commissioner.
Is this invalid? He said it was invalid.
The MLB yeah, but it's they blacklisted.
It's not invalid.
The trophy towards every team. Every team says it didn't win. So, you know, if you know about MLB, if you came up with baseball, you know.
You're just fueling me up, and it's just more. It like all of this is gonna be in my head, and I'll be like, oh, remember when you said this, and you said that, and you said this.
All right. Well, I will be happy wearing my 2021 back-to-back World Champs hat.
Or are you gonna say it's gonna say almost because you guys almost, but no. All right, Nate. Well, it's a long night, and you're busy. I know you're a busy guy.
And I know you're busy too.
Tired, and I really appreciate you waking me up, because if you didn't wake me up, I don't know where it would be.
No worries, bro.
The one thing I like about the Dodgers is the color. That's it. Blue. It's such a good color, especially for baseball.
Blue, nice blue color. Can't get.
I think baseball. It's like if you have to say what color is baseball, I always think baseball is blue.
Yeah, baseball's definitely like a blue sport.
I also orange rocks, bro. I like the color orange. Multiple teams have like a nice orange. But all right, would you like to say anything else before we close it out?
All right. Final words. Dodgers 2021 back-to-back world champs against the Houston Astros.
Is there a way I could reach you? Is there a way, because I think you're saying false information, and we only speak facts on this podcast.
I speak facts, bro. I speak facts. Hey, but you know what? Somehow, some way, we don't win. There's always next year. It happens for every team. The Dodgers don't make it. Always next year.
Already making excuses?
There's always next year.
Already making excuses?
No, but it's an old baseball saying. It's an old baseball saying. But you know what? That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse, though. That's not an excuse.
Okay.
I'm just saying, whatever happens, happens. But you know what? In my mind, the Dodgers are going to be 2021 champs. I'm going to roll them back to back, then 3-peat, then 4-peat, then 5-peat, and 6-peat if they can. But
all right, well,
it's all good, bro.
You know, we respect your opinion, even though most of the people who do come on this podcast, we understand they are usually wrong and they're not right. It's okay.
I don't know.
Hopefully you're the exception. I don't know, maybe. But Nate, I just want to say I really appreciate you coming on this podcast one more time, and hopefully you do come up if the Rams make it to the Super Bowl. If that, if
Rams. That'd be pretty cool. I would probably, dude. Maybe I'd probably have to buy a Super Bowl ticket for that. That's pretty cool.
they're super expensive. But
Yeah.
that would be it. Until next time. I'm not gonna say next week because I don't know if I'll be here next week. Peace.
All right.